Good morning. Let's open this bad boy up. Nice little surprise. Yes, I might have a problem. I'm buying too many surfboards. No, just kidding. I'm actually sizing up, and then I'm getting rid of all the really small boards. Ta-da! I couldn't help myself. I've always wanted one of these, and I kind of see a blemish on the board, which I'm not happy about. It was too good of a deal to pass up, so I got one. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I'm stoked. I can't wait to get this board out. I'm still testing all the other boards, so this one might just sit in storage for a minute and stuff, and then eventually it'll go up. So yeah, but till then, I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll definitely have a video surfing it sometime soon. Good afternoon, welcome. So I just had a lot of fun shooting a fun little spoof video on the extremities and putting on a surf traction pad or a tail pad. But onto a more serious note, here's how I like to put on a traction pad for my surfboards. Couple of key pointers when putting on a traction pad or the tail pad is they all come in different shapes and sizes. I prefer this one here particularly because the actual material is not too abrasive. So what happens is, you know, after so many duck dives and surfing, you don't want to be shredding your feet. Another thing too is, based on the actual length of the overall board, sometimes you want a tail pad that could be just a snab bit longer, just because of where your feet's landing every time you pop up kind of stuff. Back in the day when I was first starting surfing out, I didn't really know where the actual placement of the tail pad was. So I used to do this really funny like finger trick where I would like, that's good there. But it turns out that I always put the tail pad way too far. What you really want to do is you want to get the tail pad to line up with the bottom fit, because that's where your foot's gonna be, right, to do all the maneuvers on the board. With a lot of my Firewire boards, I align them just to the top of the X, and then, you know, you can use a stringer to actually make sure that the tail pad is centered. Yep, so that's a few tips to put on a tail pad or 4 tail pads, and then we're gonna go ahead and slap this bad boy on. Next tip to the trade is be sure to clean the deck. Use something not too abrasive. It has a little bit of a degreaser and stuff. You want to make sure there's no oils on it because you don't want to impede like the stickiness. I like to use some of that. These tail pads are usually really sticky anyways, but this is just to ensure that it will stick, because I've had one where I didn't clean it and the tail pad kind of slightly came up a little bit. From this point on, all you gotta do is just lay out where your tail pad is going to go. Some people at this point here like to use things like a dry erase marker to kind of mark where everything's going to be going at and stuff, but I like to just eyeball it. I've done this so many times where I can just kind of do it that way. And then I like to start from centerpiece first, because this guides me where this is going to go, and then from there I work my way out. Here's the last 2 tips on how to put on a traction pad. First one is, the second to last one is, lay out a towel, right? Put the board down, and then what you're gonna do is, you're gonna step on the heavy blocks of the traction pad. The reason for that is that part is usually the hardest part to really stick down onto the board. You can step on the rest of it just to kind of like put pressure on it and stuff, but the main thing is the big block, because what happens too is, usually, if I can show you guys, right here, sometimes right here, it lifts up a little bit and it never really ever sticks. Final tip to put on a traction pad or tail pad is you have to let it cure. I had an incident where I bought a board, super stoked, bought a traction pad, slapped it on, waxed the board up, took the board out immediately, and by the end of the surf session, that heavy tail block part I was talking about, it lifted up. And then because it was wet, there was sand under it, it just never restuck, and I had to redo the whole entire tail pad after that point. So crucial tip is, once the tail pad is on, you have to wait about 24 hours before you actually take the board out. That's my recommendation. I think it's also listed on some of the how-tos on the actual packaging, but that's a very crucial tip. Other than that, I hope you guys like this video. Quick, short, and simple on how to put on a tail pad. And then from here, I'm gonna probably surf some more later, and you guys will get more surf videos later. But for this week, specifically, tail pad. So yeah, if you guys like the video, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until then, I'll catch you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.